We've been watching the radar, and yes, there are storms in our area, believe it or not.
Yeah, they're mainly up in Kerrville right now, Ursula, and in Bandera. And these are just your run-of-the-mill thunder showers. There's no severe weather here at all. Just really seeing some of these healthier downpours across Kirk County. We'll go ahead and zoom in to one area in particular along I-10, just to the north of Kerrville proper. You can see from Hunt to Ingram seeing some decent rain. Kerrville just getting on the light rain right now. Really, the heavier of this rainfall is out near Hunt and just south of Hunt. Around San Antonio, though, again, things are fairly quiet, although the energy that's producing these storms is going to continue to move south and east. So we do have the potential this afternoon for a few hit or miss thunder showers. The rest of this week is going to be pleasant. We'll gradually be warming with clearing skies, but I do want to detail the potential for some weekend storms, especially on Saturday. So all of this coming up in just a few minutes in the full forecast. See you in a bit.
Thank you, Sarah. Texas, like many states, still facing a shortage of workers in emergency medical services.
So, as a way to encourage more people to join the field, Acadian Ambulance is offering a short 11-day course for emergency care attendant.
Lee Waldman explains how the classes are paid and way to get your foot in the door for EMS.
More credentialed individuals that we have on the street means that there's more trucks on the street. We can get to our community a lot faster. There's people.
Recruiter for Acadian Ambulance Christine Kerner says since the pandemic, there has been a nationwide problem with finding people to join the EMS field.
The economy, the way that it is, I think that it's going to be a battle that we see for the near future, at least.
In December, we told you about the Texas legislature setting aside $21.7 million for EMS education and retention as a part of Senate Bill 8 to help combat the shortage. After our story aired,
we had 19 candidates come in the door ready to go. Of those 19, 15 signed offer letters and have their tuition completely paid for.
Joey Vela is currently in EMT classes with Acadian, benefiting from the state funding.
Not only am I able to work, but able to get the days off to go to class, not have to put anything out of pocket.
Before the EMT training, Vela took part in Acadian's Emergency Care Attendant, or ECA, course. It's a paid 11-day class that gets your foot in the door for emergency medical services.
It's a building block to the next level of getting the EMT, and then after EMT, then your paramedic.
Acadian pays ECA participants hourly, and then when you complete the course and want to continue on to an EMT class, your EMT training will be paid for as well.
If you're not sure about EMS, you're kind of on the fence about EMS, this is a great stepping stone into that, or just the medical field in general.
The next ECA class for Acadians starts on May 5th. You'll need to be registered by mid-April. On our website, KSAT12, we have all of the information on how you can sign up for that class. Back to you.
Thank you, Lee. The Biden administration is fighting a federal judge's ruling in Texas to suspend the FDA's approval of mifepristone, one of the most commonly used drugs to end a pregnancy. U.S. District Judge Matthew Kaczmarek ruled to suspend the FDA approval of the drug, a pill used in more than half of the abortions in the U.S. Almost simultaneously, Friday, U.S. District Judge Thomas Rice in Washington state issued an injunction to protect access to the drug. President Biden's administration furiously responding, saying the drug's approval was well supported by science and that this challenge comes too late.
This is not America. What you saw by that one judge in that one court in that one state, that's not America.
Leading medical organizations have condemned the Texas ruling to say the FDA-approved abortion pill is safe. The Health and Human Services Secretary also warns the judge's decision could impact the FDA's approval process for all drugs from insulin to vaccines.
A nationwide debate launched by the expulsion of two state lawmakers in Tennessee who started a protest inside the chambers of the House there. They were found disorderly by House rules and then removed by a vote of fellow lawmakers. Well, now the two may be sworn back in. That's because vacancies at the State House can be filled on an interim basis by, quote, local leaders, unquote, until a special election is held. Church leaders want Representative Justin Jones sent back to the State House. He and fellow Representative Justin Pearson, again, both expelled. They led protesters onto the Tennessee House floor, pushing for tougher gun laws in response to last month's deadly school shooting in Nashville.
There are people who don't have anyone to do their constituent affairs anymore. We definitely have unfinished business.
Commissioners in Pearson's County could vote on Wednesday on sending him back to the State House.
Now to some business news. Stock traders are heading into the week with their first chance to digest new jobs numbers. The March jobs report showing that employers across the country added 236,000 jobs last month. That's still historically strong, but it is the smallest gain in more than 2 years.
Billions of dollars apparently being poured into new factories here. The Census Bureau says construction related to manufacturing hit $108 billion last year. That's the most on record. That's more than what was spent on schools, healthcare facilities, or even offices.
Still coming up this half hour, the San Antonio Book Festival kicks off this weekend, and we are hearing from one author on how she hopes her book can get people talking real-life events happening across the world.
Plus, good news for the endangered tiger population in India. It is on the rise. We're going to take a look at what's being done to help rebuild this population later in sports.
And why Samsung says they'll be cutting their memory chip production, and why COVID-19 is to blame.
These are your top headlines from Cheddar News. Samsung is cutting their memory chip production, this after an estimated 96% drop in their quarterly operating profit. This comes after demand for memory chips ramped up during COVID lockdowns and as consumers bought new electronics to use at home, but then sales then dropped sharply due to a slow global economy and less demand after COVID. Meanwhile, Tesla says that they're going to build a new factory in Shanghai. This will be dedicated to manufacturing the company's energy storage product, Megapack. Construction of that factory is expected to start in the third quarter of this year. The new factory will initially produce 10,000 Megapack units a year. And King Charles III plans to trim the procession route to Westminster Abbey for his coronation. The new British sovereign will be crowned alongside his wife Camilla at Westminster Abbey the morning of May the 6th, with only 2 direct processions through the streets. And that's your Cheddar News Update. I'm Baker Machado coming to you from Cheddar Studios in New York City.
The San Antonio Book Festival just days away, and we're taking a look at some of the authors who are going to be attending the festival.
Tiffany Huertas explains how one local author is using her book to help shine a light on women who disappear or are killed around the world.
Guadalupe Garcia McCall is no stranger to the struggles women face. That is why she wrote her book, Echoes of Grace, a book of fiction focusing on an 18-year-old trying to find her way after a great loss, but also focusing on real-life events happening daily.
Well, in Echoes of Grace, one of the things that I did was think about the micro story and how that is actually reflecting or mirroring the macro story of violence against women, femicide, all the things that women have been putting up with in the world for years and years.
McCall hopes her book resonates with her readers and gets them thinking about changes that could be made to help women.
I want people to look at this book as my call to action. How do we change policies and procedures and laws to protect women more?
When it comes to the book festival, McCall is no stranger to it. She has been attending a few years now and is looking forward to sharing her love of writing to the city she calls home.
Well, it's home. San Antonio's home. I've been here for the last 30-something years, and seeing everybody come to the festival, friends, family, loved ones, ex-students, former students, new students. It's just exciting to have those conversations around literature.
You will have the chance to meet McCall at the book festival, which takes place April 15th at the Central Library and UTSA's Southwest Campus. To learn more about McCall and the book festival, head to KSAT.com. Tiffany Huertas, KSAT12 News.
Outside with live cam, it's comfortable 67, a little humidity though, and wow, somebody else is getting some rain today.
I know. This is actually a little bonus rain.
Yeah, for Kerr County and Bandera County right now, seeing some rain. But as we take a look outside with the satellite imagery, you can start to see that peaks of sun are starting to go out there. So we are going to see a little bit of sun this afternoon in areas around San Antonio, although it is still going to mainly be a gray day. And all of those showers and storms that are up near Kerrville have a small potential to move into San Antonio ahead of the evening commute. As for the aquifer, could use a drink of water. There's no change on the aquifer level the last 24 hours, but look at that, nearly 30 feet below the monthly average. And in the pollen count, molds and oak are both high, so a bit of a doozy for the pollen count. Hopefully some of that rain up in Kirk County will wash out some of the oak locally for those folks in Kirk County. As for us, I'll walk you through hour by hour what you can expect the rest of the afternoon and get you ready for another chance for rain over the weekend.
All right, how's out some positive news on this Monday? Decades of conservation efforts have paid off for the Indies tiger population.
According to the latest census, more than 3,000 tigers roamed the Indian wild last year. That is more than double the population in 2006.
Say that together, it'll be more than double.
It's in concert when we reached record lows. Part of the reversal was the development of 53 reserves. Tiger numbers started declining in the 1940s from agricultural expansion, deforestation, and fragmented habitats. Poaching also playing a factor. India officially banned tiger hunting in 1972 in support of LSU. I'm just kidding.
Those are some gorgeous animals, though, aren't they?
Yes.
Wow. All right, speaking of gorgeous, kind of like Easter, this little bunny is the newest member of a California police department. A Yuba City police officer found the lost rabbit in the middle of a road last October. She took the rabbit to animal control, but was not claimed by his family, so the department named him Officer Percy after the street he was found on. Officer Percy now has his own tiny canine harness and is serving as the department's wellness and support officer. How cute.
Until Percy starts having babies, this is going to be fun. All right, keeping up with the Easter tradition of camping in the park, it took a lot of dedication this year for families. They had to endure cold temperatures and heavy rains. Easter campers we caught up with in Brackenridge Park say they made the best memories they could despite the challenges.
Started coming out here since Friday, but Friday we kind of laid back a little bit and we were hoping that it cleared up, and yesterday it cleared up real good and we're ready to do it again every year, thank God.
It's super cold last night. The family bundled as a family, out here. We're doing the egg hunt. Last night we did like a neon egg hunt type deal.
Glow in the dark egg hunt. It was super fun.
That does sound like fun. Now, the celebrations for Easter holiday are done. The curfew for the park goes back into effect. That curfew back to 11 o'clock at night.
A glow-in-the-dark Easter egg
That's a great idea.
Exciting. That sounds fun. And yeah, there was a little rain on Friday, but it was pretty nice over Easter weekend for us. We struggled to see any sun, though, yesterday. And as we look for the rest of the afternoon, we'll see peaks of sunshine, but it's going to be a pretty gray afternoon. And take a look at these showers and storms up in Kirk County. They're kind of falling apart as they move to the south and to the east, although we are still seeing some decent rain over southern Kirk County, right along 16 there. Even some flashes of lightning as well, right before you get into Bandera County. And speaking of Bandera County, that's where we've got some more showers. There's a tiny shower on the western part of Medina Lake right now, which could use a drink of water. This is just not going to do much for that area. These are moving to the southeast at about 15 miles per hour, so very slowly. If it can hold on, it would be over the east side of Medina Lake by about 1:15. So again, very slow moving. As for San Antonio, we're really not seeing much on the radar right now other than a few sprinkles here and there. Let's go ahead and take a look at how much rain, though, this one storm produced up in Kirk County. At least some people are getting some rain, and this is the contributing zone of the aquifer, by the way. So let's go ahead and look at 12-hour rainfall totals, really honestly in just the last hour or so when this rain has been falling. But the Mountain Home area got about 0.8 of an inch of rain. Near Kerrville, saw about a couple hundredths. So you can see that the heaviest of the rain was right along the central portion there of Kerr County. And again, we're going to carry a small 20 to 30% chance for the energy from these storms to work their way into San Antonio in the afternoon. Crystal City area getting a little bit of light rain as well right now. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at that future cast. Again, here's what the computer model assumes is going to be happening as we get into the afternoon with the peak heat of the day. Again, one or two more storms could pop up. About 20 to 30% coverage. Not everybody is going to see rain. Don't bank on the rain. Just bank on the fact that over the next course of the couple of hours, we are going to see a few showers and storms peppering the radar around the San Antonio metro area. Once we lose that daytime heating, rain chance for the day is gone, and we really won't see a significant rain chance until Saturday of this upcoming weekend. So just to recap everything I said, mostly cloudy with an isolated thunder shower for the remainder of the afternoon, 73 for the high, and then tonight temperatures are going to fall into the low 60s by midnight. A pretty quiet evening in store for us. And then we start a warming trend. You know, Tuesday, Wednesday will be in the upper 70s, low 80s on Thursday and Friday. It's not until Friday, though, that we see the humidity work its way back into the forecast in a big way. It's a little muggy out there right now, but tomorrow through Thursday, humidity is going to be pleasantly low. We'll have cool mornings, warm afternoons. It's by Friday, though, that we see that humidity really start to pick up ahead of our next chance for rain on Saturday. Let me take you through the futurecast. This is the upper level low that's going to be impacting areas of the Gulf Coast states. It's going to be sending us dry air on the west side. That's why it's going to be pleasantly comfortable with low humidity Tuesday through Thursday. But after Thursday, we see a big low pressure system move on in, and that's going to bring a chance for some thunder showers on Saturday, particularly in the afternoon and the evening. So we'll keep an eye on that, adjust that forecast as need be. Make sure to stick with us on the KSAT Weather Authority app. We'll have all the details on that in just a few minutes.
Thank you, Sarah. Still ahead, we are looking ahead to Fiesta. It's coming up pretty quickly, and we're going to tell you about all the extra perks you can get if you buy a ticket as a KSAT Insider.
And of course, we're talking medals. We know you love them. And of course, we have one for you. We'll tell you how you can get one of your exclusive KSAT medals coming up after the break.
We are looking 2 weeks ahead. Fiesta San Antonio. It doesn't start until the end, not really the end of April this year, isn't it? The 20th?
20th starts.
20th.
Yeah, you're doing something that day.
I know. We got Fiesta.
Write that down.
I got Fiesta Kings Cup Polo too. So that starts on the 20th. KSAT can already hear and see the signs of the citywide celebration, though.
Getting pumped. We're excited about the possibility of having you join us for the KSAT Fiesta parties at the Battle of Flowers and Fiesta Flambeau parades. Tickets for both events are now on sale at KSAT.com. All you got to do is scan that QR code there on your screen. It'll take you to where you want to go for the Battle of Flowers.
So here's the deal. KSAT insiders who buy tickets with us get admission to the exclusive KSAT party. You have seats to see the parade. Remember that thing? Seats? Craning your neck. 2 Las Palapas tacos and a drink, plus a chance to mingle with your neighbors and your favorite KSAT weather personalities like Sarah Spivey and sports personalities like David Sears and RJ Marquez and Larry Ramirez.
And you. You'll
and
be
me.
there.
And news people, too.
News people.
Don't forget the news
We're all going to
people.
be there. Also at KSAT.com, if you're looking to snag a 2023 KSAT Fiesta medal, and who isn't, our giveaways have already started and run through the 27th. We've got a list of dates for the medal giveaways, but you'll need to tune in to KSAT to find out where the medal giveaway is going to take place on that day. You can find the full list right now on KSAT.com.
So much to do.
And so much
Fiesta.
fun.
It's so much fun.
Now that Easter candy is on clearance, it's time to try all those wacky Peeps flavors.
Did you know you can get Peeps Pepsi?
Peeps Pepsi.
My husband bought some. I didn't dare try it. Jen at Historic Market Square with a taste test and some fun for Fiesta for SA Live. Hey, Jen.
Today on SA Live, did you get all that Easter candy in your Easter baskets? Well, we have a fun Peeps challenge that we are going to try today. Maybe you have too much, right? You don't know what to do with it. We've got you covered. Also, 3 fun cocktails with Artisan Craft Bar. They are Fiesta themed. Super excited about that. Amels is all ready to help you out if you want to do your own Fiesta hat. And it's so simple. The way they're going to show you how to do this, it's going to be very extra. You'll love that. Also, some new paleta flavors just in time for spring with Paletas Dinos. Also, Nyosa Eurofest is here. Now they're giving us a performance and a sneak peek at what you can expect for one of the biggest parties during Fiesta. And we want you to shout out your favorite Peeps. Not the flavor of the treat, but the people in your life, you know, that just go above and beyond for you. All that and more coming up today on SA Live.